Under the thick forest floor, secrets have remained buried for centuries. Grand ancient cities, massive earthen pyramids, and paved roads once thrived here. These incredible networks were built over 1,000 years before Columbus arrived. And yet, our schools never taught us anything about their existence. America had vast, complex, lost civilizations that rivaled the old world. And today, with modern technology, we are finally ready to find them. When we think of ancient civilizations, we immediately think of Egypt. We think of the Roman Empire, the Greeks, or the grand temples of Asia. But North America had its own massive and highly advanced ancient cultures. For our viewers in the USA, Australia, Canada, Switzerland, Norway, and New Zealand, we are uncovering 4 lost civilizations that modern science has just revealed. These discoveries are rewriting the history books and changing what we know. Prepare to journey into a forgotten past that has been hidden from view. Let us look at civilization number 1, the legendary mound builders.
This mysterious culture thrived from 1000 BC to 1600 AD.
Their vast territories stretched all across the modern USA and parts of Canada. They did not build with stone, but they constructed giant earth pyramids. One massive earthen mound stood over 30 meters tall in the ancient landscape. That makes it bigger than a modern 10-story building made of concrete. These ancient people established complex trade routes extending over 2,000 miles. They transported precious copper, shells, and obsidian across vast, wild terrains. And they accomplished this monumental task completely without the use of horses. They also carried these massive loads entirely without the help of wheels. And yet, our schools never taught us anything about their existence. But then, quite suddenly and without explanation, these brilliant builders disappeared. Their cities fell silent, and nature slowly reclaimed their massive earthworks. Only the mysterious giant mounds remained to puzzle future generations of explorers. Next, we explore civilization number 2, the spectacular Cliff City. Hidden deep within the harsh canyons of the American Southwest Desert, these people built entire cities directly into the vertical sandstone cliffs. Their masterfully engineered sandstone dwellings rose up to 5 stories high. They carved out hundreds of interconnected rooms for living and storage. They designed complex water conservation systems to survive the arid environment. And they built precise sun calendars to track the changing seasons. Against all odds, they successfully farmed maize and beans in the dry desert. But then, a devastating 20-year drought struck the entire region. The once reliable rivers slowly dried up, and the crops began to fail. With their water supply completely gone, the people had to make a choice. They abandoned their magnificent stone fortresses and migrated to find water. The grand cliff cities were suddenly left entirely empty and silent. Only the wind whispered through the abandoned stone arches of the canyon. Now we look at civilization number 3, the fierce northern traders. They established their frozen domain in the extreme reaches of Canada and Alaska. In this brutal cold, they carved beautiful art from whalebone and stone. They were master hunters, working in highly organized groups of 50 men. Imagine 2 rival clans meeting on the vast, windswept Arctic ice sheet.
The air is freezing, and heavy spears are raised in the air.
Loud shouts echo across the barren, snowy landscape as tension builds. They do not fight to kill, but to push their boundaries forcefully. Clouds of dust and white snow fly as they push against each other.
The strongest clan wins the struggle and claims the prime hunting ground.
This was a test of pure strength and ultimate survival on the ice. To thrive here, they had to endure temperatures below -40 degrees. Their clothing, made of heavy animal fur, kept the freezing winds away. They conquered the most hostile environment on Earth with sheer determination. Next is civilization number 4, the grand and wealthy River Kingdom. This powerful society flourished along the fertile banks of the Mississippi River. At its peak, it was a bustling city of over 20,000 people. That made it significantly bigger than London was at that exact time. The city featured grand wooden temples built atop massive flat-topped mounds. Vast public plazas hosted athletic games, religious ceremonies, and busy markets. Their highly skilled astronomers watched the night skies from wooden observation posts. They precisely tracked the stars, solar cycles, and the changing agricultural seasons. But unlike other empires, they built their grand city with earth and wood. They did not use stone, leaving their structures vulnerable to the elements. So over centuries, heavy rains and floods slowly washed their city away. The wooden temples rotted, and the grand plazas were buried in mud.
Now, only the silent, grass-covered mounds remain as a ghostly memory.
A forgotten metropolis, completely hidden beneath the modern American farmland. But here is the ultimate twist that changes everything we knew. These ancient groups were absolutely not just small, primitive nomadic tribes.
These were highly organized, complex, and deeply sophisticated urban societies.
They possessed advanced engineering skills, building monuments that still stand today. They established continent-spanning trade networks that connected completely different cultures. And they practiced sophisticated astronomical science to guide their daily lives.
But because they built with wood and packed earth, time erased them. Their organic monuments decayed, leaving very little stone for researchers to find. And that is exactly why modern schools completely missed their stories.
The truth is, America's rich history is far older than we ever thought. We are talking about 10,000 years of continuous human presence and inventions. Catastrophic floods, severe droughts, and relentless time slowly buried their grand legacy.
But today, ground-penetrating radar and aerial drones are finally finding them.
The lost civilizations of the ancient Americas are finally coming back to light.
Why does discovering this forgotten history actually matter to us today?
Because these ancient people deeply shaped the very land we walk upon. Their story is America's real story, long before maps or borders existed.
Which of these 4 ancient civilizations shocked you the most? Comment below.
If you love history and science, subscribe and ring the bell. Tomorrow, lost cities under the ocean, lost civilizations in America, hidden until now.